In just 50 minutes from now, well within the hour, the moon is due to have visitors from another planet.
Former astronaut Wally Schirra at his side.
Man on the moon.
That moment, without Walter, inconceivable.
Oh, boy.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special report for you. UFOs, crazy things again in Antarctic. What the heck is going on? We're looking at a photograph that just come into me, and it was captured in Japan by Mount Fuji. And according to the witness, he was riding in a bullet train and was taking pictures from his phone. And he noticed something that seemed to be darting around in the sky. He captured an object in one of the photographs, and he says it was gone quickly. This photograph was a moment in time that is unexplained at the moment. We're looking at it. Again, I have no idea what this could be, unless it's something possibly not of this earth, or otherwise maybe some meta-propulsion that we're not aware of, some experimental aircraft. Could the eyewitness have captured something within Japan's arsenal of assets, of high-flying assets? We've got a lot of stuff coming in tonight, so buckle up. But I want to get Brent's opinion of this incredible photograph coming in from Japan.
Yeah, Blake, we just received this hours ago, and we see that it's been making the rounds. It's just been kind of hitting the net, and we're proud to share this with you right now. It's a great photo. Unfortunately, the quality is a little low. We see pixelation in the entire photo, so I would like to see the full high res of what we're seeing right here, because it would beg to really give us a really clear description of what's going on here. But then again, we're zooming in close. We're having brightness and contrast, and you can see this thing pop. You see this spherical white circle in the middle, and this kind of like pillar that stretches through this, and it's kind of wrapped around it. It's a curious design, to say the least. I can almost say it does look extraterrestrial, if not in the Japanese arsenal of their secret assets. It's hard to tell. I'd just like a better picture of what we're looking at here. But then again, this begs the question, what is it?
Exactly, Brent. What is it? I'm hoping maybe other people within the bullet train captured something, that they noticed something peculiar in the sky, because if they did, I'd sure hope they sent it to us right here at Third Phase Moon. We want to see all the evidence. That's what we're here for. The #1 UFO channel on the planet, bringing you the news as fast as possible. Now, let's get to this. Let's take a trip to Antarctica. All right, Robert James Height via my Facebook submitted me a video link to his YouTube channel in regards to some mystery going around the Antarctic of what's on the surface itself. And apparently people may have seen this of a monolith that pops up. But what's crazy is there's something in regards to the approximate location to this monolith is what's crazy. But before we get to what's really crazy, we're looking at this monolith, and right now it does seem out of place. It seems very, very large. It doesn't make any sense. What could it be? But we've already done some investigation on this. You may have seen it. It's been debunked as far as we know. We're looking at it. We could see that there's a cross that's embedded into the ground, made out of wood. And I'm thinking the Google Earth imagery has mixed up its digital artifacts and got it all crazy. And we're looking at this thing, and it's not representing a massive monolith, in my opinion. This is just simply a cross that's stuck into the ground, and there's some bad stitching going on by Google Earth. But what's incredible is the discovery of Robert. He notices something in this area, but if he pan a little right, something pops up, and it looks to me like a living organism. It doesn't make sense. It's out of place. What possibly could it be? What's happening over there? Brent's looking at this photograph coming in from Google Earth, and I don't know, Brent, you got any ideas what this possibly could be?
Well, that's $1 million question, Blake. We're all wondering right here, and that's why we're sharing it right now, for us to really find out the answers. I got my opinions and a certain maybe idea what this could be, But then again, this is strangely out of place. We're looking at this thing, and it doesn't look anything like anything close or in regards to what we're looking at in the surrounding area. It's totally a new look. It looks something like what I would say an Elon Musk robotic maybe apparatus is what we're looking at here, because you can see the spindly legs and it has some color. You can see almost a little bit of reddish hue on whatever this is. It almost looks mechanic rather than an animal, because we have never seen an animal like this. And if there's these animals that are maybe roaming the ice of Antarctica, I'd love to see it. But then again, we're seeing that this picture was taken from Google Earth, where it shows it that it's on the ground. So there was actually somebody that placed a camera there to film this location. So that means maybe there's new technology assisting Google that we've never seen, these robotic creatures that assist people in these remote regions. Is this what we're looking at?
Definitely, Brent. There could be robotics out there that's simulating insects and making it functional to help humans. But could this be maybe just some kind of animal we've never seen before? It definitely has the characteristics of a spider, some kind of arachnid. But right now, we don't know exactly what it is. But again, like you said, Brent, it's out of place. It really doesn't match the surrounding area whatsoever. And it's there. It's in the photograph, and it's definitely out of place. I don't think there's any stitching going on here, or any defects. This is actually captured within the image of the lens. So we're only going to find out if we could get there. But the problem is, to get to the Antarctic and book a helicopter ride to this area would probably cost at least $250,000 per person. So it's a big investment. If we want to get out there and check out all the mystery that's going on in the Antarctic, that would be awesome. But I don't know. It's going to be a big adventure if we could pull that off. And maybe one of these days we'll be able to do it and answer all the questions of the mysteries of the Antarctic. Brent?
Yeah, Blake, that's a pretty cool thought. Everybody in the chat room right now, give us a big thumbs up if you want the Third Phase of Moon team heading out there, going to all these sites, everything that has basically been hidden from us, from the pyramids or these gateways or these open doorways that we just recently shared, where you see the steps leading into these massive holes of caverns.
So what is exactly living in the Antarctic? So what is possibly being discovered in Antarctica? Is there a new life form that was captured by Google imagery? I think we're going to have to get there to find out for ourselves, but right now, we're going to get to it, to our next video. From our friend out of Mexico, Jaime Maussan, Telemasoro TV wanted us to share this with Third Phase of Moon fans in regards to an incredible photograph.
Tomó su cámara y empezó a tomar fotografías, y en una de ellas captó al objeto. Aquí se lo presento. La fotografía evidentemente es real y es extraordinaria.
Esta es una de las más claras fotografías de una nave de origen extraterrestre.
Jaime Maussan has allowed us to share this photograph with you, and he wants to get the word out. And he wants to get everybody's opinions. What the heck is being captured over Venezuela? A broad daylight sighting of a flying saucer. We don't get to see these flying saucer discs too much anymore. It seems that they're out of the limelight. Maybe new meta propulsion. They don't need flying saucers, but somehow in Mexico, Venezuela, South America, you're still receiving evidence in regards to the flying saucer phenomenon. Brett, what's your thoughts on these incredible images supplied by Jaime?
Yeah, Blake, you're exactly right. We're only seeing this kind of interesting aspects of flying saucer disc-like shaped craft in this region, and it's been kind of plentiful. I know last year, 2020, we're kind of breaking the news with these recent sightings right in downtown Mexico City and Venezuela. We're seeing these kind of abstract flying saucer disc-shaped like craft flying through the cities. It was kind of like a regular phenomenon. So right now we're seeing these new photos, and they seem to be kind of in plain sight. They're not even trying to hide if this is what we're looking at. Some people might just say this is some sort of balloon or something like that. And you know what? We weren't there to see it, so we don't know exactly what it is. But then again, I'm looking at this kind of silvery object. You can see the ting of light upon it as the light hits it. You can see reflections off of it. You can see it's there. I think this is in-house. You're seeing it through the the photo itself and through the camera. So we're looking at something that's actually there. Now to say, is this something extraterrestrial or otherworldly? Well, that's a big question.
Absolutely, Brent. I think the photograph is legit. I wanted to know from the eyewitness if they noticed where it came from, how long it stood there, if this in fact was a flying saucer, what is the meta propulsion behind it. But what's interesting to me is that this could be just some kind of hoax. Maybe just somebody tossed up a disc and they took this picture. You just never know. Like I said, there are videos of flying discs that exist all through Latin America, South America. For some reason, it's a hot spot over there in regards to the phenomenon of flying saucers. So I hope we get more video over Venezuela. If anybody captured this, we appreciate the support coming in from Jaime and getting the word out in regards to Third Phase Moon and the collaboration that we're doing back and forth. It's absolutely incredible. Now, I wanted to give everybody a heads up that in just a few days, 4 days from now, Countdown to Disclosure revealed for the first time. You're going to be seeing it. It's going to be streaming on all platforms. Take a look at the trailer.
I think it's terrifying. I mean, this seems potentially like one of the biggest stories of my lifetime. And I don't care if it's about UFOs or whatever you call it. Something that we don't understand is getting very close to our military aircraft.
The technologies related to energy generation should come out first.
This hybrid aerospace underwater craft is able to basically generate an electromagnetic field.
It is President Trump's belief that the United States must remain as dominant in space as we are on land and sea and the air. And your charge is to see to that mission with the United States Space Force.
There were 3 people on my team assassinated, and I was almost killed.
With a lot of people that would like to know what's going on.
It's a matter of national security.
But apparently, just recovered are off-world vehicles not made on this Earth.
The president will respond to the subject the way they want them to. There's a black box with all the technologies that would give us a civilization that's sustainable, peaceful, etc., and that's been around for decades.
Everybody's asking the biggest question in the world. Are we alone?
Look, it's just stalled out there.
The narrative that's being launched, which is a false narrative, is that we're not alone and that those civilizations are a threat. The problem is that the public has to be informed and involved.
It could be a restatement saying, hallelujah, I'm finally vindicated.
I'm not completely convinced they're gonna let this stay like it is.
But the people who are surrounding that level of our politicians and government are not told. Like the movie Independence Day, where Will say, let's go kick alien butt.
So buckle up, everybody. It's coming out February 16th, 2021, just 4 days from now, streaming on iTunes, Amazon, Vimeo. You're going to be able to see this groundbreaking documentary with some major players like what you just saw, Dr. Greer, Bob Lazar, and some other people that's going to blow you away with the information you're going to hear in regards to technology the Space Force has. Are they going to give it to us? Are we going to see it in the future? Where did the Tic Tac come from? The technology behind that? It's all explained in this exclusive documentary, Countdown to Disclosure. We're excited. And let me tell you, in just a few days, we're going to have another sneak peek right before the premiere of another trailer that we're going to be dropping right here at Third Phase of Moon. It's going to be exciting. And let me say this one last time. You're going to miss out on some heavy information if you don't check out Countdown to Disclosure. Now we've got some other things me and Brent have been working on. We've been working on some music. We kind of dusted off our guitars. We wanted to bring a new sight, a new way of listening to, I don't know, music that we kind of like. You heard our first track, what we put out last night, called Going to the Moon, an original track Brandon and I came up with. Well, we just came up with another track, and I hope you guys like it. It's called Room Lake. Enjoy, everybody. Keep your eyes on the skies. Be safe out there. And if you've captured anything amazing, submit it to us right here at Third Phase of Moon. We'll see you next time.
The godfather of all conspiracy theories, at least part of it, that mystery in the Nevada desert. We're now learning Area 51, America's capital city for UFO sightings and the stuff of Hollywood science fiction, is apparently real.
There's no Area 51. That's not entirely accurate.
Area 51.
Classified experiments involving extraterrestrial technology.
Area 51 has launched 1,000 conspiracy theories. Some people claim the Roswell aliens were brought here for reverse engineering.
From aliens to UFOs, it helped fuel a perception that the government has been holding on to top secret information about this remote facility in the Nevada desert.
A national pastime and a great debate about aliens, and the locus of this is Area 51.
People that worked out there have told me recently they didn't know all that was going on there, so there's sort of, secrets within secrets, and it will always remain a mystery and always remain a place of fascination.
Until now, it had only really existed in places like the X-Files on television, but newly released CIA documents officially acknowledge the site for the first time.